loads of half songs that I never really end up finishing. I've written one about the studios and about the people at the studios, but again, I don't think that would be wise to publish that one. On topic, I don't know. I like to sing whatever comes to mind, really. But I suppose getting into some of the more deep and meaningful topics, I like to think my stuff's fairly light-hearted, and nothing's very deep. No Sinead O'Connor, nothing. It's not going to move you or anything like that. So I don't know. Maybe in years to come, I could take it to a little bit of a deeper level, I guess. I don't know about specific topics yet. I don't know. But I appreciate the question.
Hi. I saw a picture of you recently covered in blood. I'm a big horror movie fan, so
cool.
Tell me about your slasher film that I'm reading.
Yeah. I got in a lot of trouble for putting that picture up on Twitter, man. One of the English tabloids picked it up and put it in the press to say it was from the new Harry Potter, which obviously, so the producers were screwing at me saying, you can't, this isn't, and I was like, it's nothing to do with Harry Potter, but yeah. Anyway, that particular picture was from a film that we just did called 13 Hours. I like to do it for the experience, it's really interesting working on a film that's $300 million a film, and then we're going to a film that's, $200,000. It's such a different world, we have the luxury of time on Harry Potter, where we can really, the seventh book we're taking 15 months to shoot that, which is amazing. Whereas these other films they're full-on horror flicks with CGI, computer-generated effects and all that stuff. And yet they plan to only shoot it in 3 weeks for the sort of amount of money it costs to feed the Harry Potter set for one day. So it's amazing. Yeah, it's a really different. No rehearsals, they just jump in and see what happens. The rough consensus of it is pretty much 6 of us in a house getting murdered by a very strange creature. But it's a lot of fun, man. I do these things just as much for experience as I do to think that they're incredible. I haven't seen any of it yet, so whether or not it ever reaches the light of day, I'm not sure. But it was a great project to do, and yeah, I had a lot of fun being torn apart. I don't want to ruin too much, but yeah, I died pretty quickly in that one. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey. Fancy, how tall are you? I see.
How do you feel playing a bad guy?
It's great fun. I don't want to influence you too badly, but being a fake bully is great. I love it. No, I'm actually a spokesperson for quite a few anti-bullying things, so I shouldn't condone it too much. But in film world, it's great fun, man. It's so nice to be able to play a character that's so contrasting from my day-to-day life. I like a lot of journalists say you very like your character. Obviously not. Why is a little mini Hitler? Who knows? Everything is bad as things. Exactly, yeah. But I have a great time playing it. I know it's kind of cool that we're such good friends on set, and then they roll cameras, and I just turn into everyone's enemy, man. So yeah, I have huge enjoyment playing the role.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy, man. Round of applause for young gentlemen. Yeah, most kids his age won't even. That's the other thing. We have kids all day coming around set, and they're all, hey, do we want to meet Daniel, Rupert, and Emma? And they're all, yay. And then they say, oh, we want to meet Draco. And I come out and I just, hey, come on, shake my hand. I'm a nice guy in real life, I promise. And they're just like, no. Just stand behind their parents' legs and refuse to. But I take it as a compliment. If I manage to scare a bunch of kids, I must be doing something.
Hi, sorry.
Sorry, I have to fill it. I can't help it. There's nothing funnier than being in an elevator that's just silence, man. It cracks me up. Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
I was wondering, in the 6th movie, when you've ever seen it, I hope, in the 6th movie when Bellatrix is like destroying the Great Hall and everything, the look on your face was just, it actually made me cry every time I watch it. And I was just wondering, like, what do you think is really going through Draco's mind, and what was going through your mind when you were filming that?
That's one of the beautiful things about...
Can you hold on just a second?
I can.
She's here, Miss Tara, so she can come up to the front and be able to see your response.
sure.
Okay.
That's one of the great things about having David Yates on set, because he was the one telling me, you know, exactly, because we shot that scene quite early on. Well, one of the great things was seeing Helena do her smashing up at Hogwarts. She actually did it to Amy Winehouse, I think she had playing. Filled the Great Hall with Amy Winehouse. Ran down the table, was like kicking, you know, she was loving it. It was great fun. And then on a separate shot, it looks like we're all in the room at the same time, but we're actually not. On a separate shot later on with the wind machine and stuff, yeah, David was just fucking no idea, this is home. And he's never going to be allowed back home. This is the place that's... Draco doesn't even realise it, I think, but this is it, really. This is goodbye to the place that's, you know, second home. School is most people's second home, and I think it hits him then and there that I'm never going to be allowed back here, and I'm not welcome anymore back at these gates. So, you know, and he doesn't want to be there. He wants to be on the other side, I think, deep down, you know. It all comes to that moment in the astronomy tower, I think. He realises that, hold on a sec, I'm not up for this at all, really. And of course, he hasn't been given the choice, you know. The Muggle version of it has been given a loaded gun and saying, shoot someone or we're going to shoot you in the head. And it's a real terrifying thing for a 16-year-old schoolboy. So I think most of it is down to the circumstances that he's in. So it's a pretty terrifying scenario to be in for a young kid, I think. I'm glad we were just pretending.
Well, welcome to DragonCon.
Hey.